The candles are lit, the lights dim. Someone shouts, "Make a wish!" And at least one person immediately wishes the spotlight would disappear. Here's the truth. How you celebrate your birthday says everything about your personality type. Some people plan it 3 months in advance. Some forget it's even happening. And some? They claim they don't want attention, then act deeply offended when nobody plans a surprise. Today we're diving into all 16 MBTI types and how each one celebrates their special day. Who craves the chaos, who plans the schedule, and who just wants to stay home with cake and inner peace. If you love clever, funny, and sometimes a little too accurate MBTI breakdowns that make you say, "Oh no, that's me," hit like, tap subscribe, and drop your type in the comments below. Because here, we don't just talk personality, we party with it. Ready? Let's blow out the candles together. For these 4, birthdays aren't random chaos. They're strategic operations disguised as celebrations. The ISTJ has celebrated their birthday the same way for the past 5 years, and that's exactly how they like it. Their perfect day follows a plan: favorite breakfast, family dinner at the usual spot, cake from the same bakery, and maybe an early bedtime because, let's be honest, they've had enough socializing by 9 p.m. They secretly love the predictability, even if they pretend it's no big deal. If someone forgets the tradition, expect a polite smile masking deep internal disappointment. The ESTJ takes charge of their own birthday like it's a corporate event. The invitations are clear, the itinerary is set, and there's probably a dress code. They love bringing people together efficiently. Brunch, activity, dinner, speeches, done. But if someone's late or forgets to RSVP, expect them to jokingly mention it 3 times. They may act like it's about celebrating with people, but secretly, it's about celebrating how well they organized those people. The INTJ's ideal birthday involves control of the environment, the guest list, and the noise level. They don't want a surprise party, don't even think about it. What they do want is something meaningful. Maybe a quiet dinner with 1 or 2 close people, followed by reflective solitude and a new book. They'd never say this out loud, but birthdays remind them of time passing, and that makes them slightly uncomfortable. Still, they'll use it as motivation to optimize the next year of their life. The ENTJ's birthday is a production. Venue booked, outfits coordinated, guest list curated. They love the energy of a room full of people, preferably people who admire them. They'll make a toast about celebrating life and purpose that sounds like a TED Talk. But beneath the charisma is genuine appreciation. They see their birthday as a checkpoint, a chance to measure progress, and a reminder that leadership is worth celebrating too. These 4 run birthdays like events, but for the next group, the celebration is less about precision and more about heart. These 4 don't just celebrate their birthday, they turn it into a moment of connection, reflection, and feeling everything. The ISFJ doesn't like making it about themselves, but somehow everyone always feels like the guest of honor at their party. They'll plan a cozy dinner, bake something from scratch, and make sure everyone's dietary preferences are accounted for. They care more about others having a good time than they do about their own spotlight. So when someone finally surprises them with heartfelt words or gifts, they get misty-eyed and quietly whisper, "You didn't have to," but they'll treasure it forever. The INFJ's birthday is a day of reflection, more soul retreat than social event. They might journal, take a solo walk, or spend time with one trusted person who gets them. Their celebrations are small but intentional. Think candles, playlists, and deep conversations about life's purpose between bites of cake. If friends forget their birthday, they won't say a word, but deep down, it stings. Yet when someone remembers with genuine sincerity, it feels cosmic. The ISFP's birthday looks like a Pinterest board brought to life. Fairy lights, Polaroids, a playlist that matches the sunset. They want their celebration to feel beautiful, because it's not just a party, it's a vibe. They'll curate every detail but pretend it just came together naturally. Their ideal day might include a small picnic, spontaneous photos, and a moment to soak in gratitude for everyone they love. If emotions hit mid-party, they'll tear up softly and laugh it off, saying, "I'm just really happy." For the INFP, birthdays are emotional time machines. They reflect on childhood memories, old friends, and all the versions of themselves they've been. They don't need a big party. They want something meaningful. Maybe a few loved ones, heartfelt notes, or a playlist that feels like them. If friends forget, they'll spiral a bit, then forgive everyone within an hour because they understand people are busy. They'll end the night writing in their journal, grateful, nostalgic, and slightly overwhelmed by the beauty of it all. The feelers make birthdays emotional, but the next four, they make them unforgettable. These four don't just celebrate birthdays, they ignite them. Every year is an adventure and every party becomes a story. The ESTP's birthday starts loud and ends louder. They're the kind to book a last-minute venue, invite everyone they've ever met, and end up doing something spontaneous like renting jet skis or hosting karaoke at 2 a.m. They thrive on energy, laughter, and stories that'll be retold for years. They don't need sentimental speeches. They want moments that make them feel alive. And the next morning, they'll text, "That was legendary." The ESFP's birthday is a performance in the best way possible. They'll post a countdown weeks in advance, coordinate outfits, and ensure the photos are perfect. They want their people, their music, their vibe. And when that first song drops, they own the room. They feed off joy and attention. But it's not vanity, it's connection. They genuinely want everyone to have fun. And when the candles glow, they'll close their eyes, make a wish, and feel every ounce of gratitude. The ENTP's idea of a perfect birthday? Chaos with style. They'll forget to plan anything, then somehow end up hosting the most entertaining night of the year. Expect debates over cake flavors, last-minute venue switches, and jokes that turn into philosophical discussions at midnight. Their favorite part isn't the party, it's the unpredictability of it all. They'll say, "Best birthday ever," and mean it, even if half the plans fell apart. The ENFP's birthday is a roller coaster of joy, reflection, and love. They'll cry when people sing to them, laugh until they can't breathe, and end the night hugging everyone like it's a farewell tour. They want experiences, not gift surprises, shared memories, and inside jokes. They'll spend the day bouncing between excitement and existential thoughts like, "Am I living my purpose?" But by midnight, they'll be twirling under fairy lights, shouting, "I love you all," and meaning it. We've seen the chaos and confetti. Now meet the grounded ones, the steady hearts who bring warmth, care, and meaning to the celebration. These four bring balance to birthdays: calm, curiosity, and connection. The ISTP doesn't want a big party. They want a good day, simple, efficient, low drama. Their perfect birthday might be a solo hike, a quiet hangout with close friends, or tinkering with a new gadget they bought themselves. They'll thank everyone politely but skip emotional speeches. For them, birthdays aren't about fanfare, they're about freedom. The INTP sees birthdays as interesting social experiments. They appreciate kind messages, but group events can feel like overstimulation. Their ideal birthday involves pizza, a small circle of friends, and long conversations about the universe. They'll forget to reply to half their birthday texts, but not out of rudeness. They're probably deep in thought, wondering why humans celebrate arbitrary solar revolutions at all. The ENFJ's birthday feels like a family reunion. They invite everyone from lifelong friends to coworkers, and somehow make them all feel equally included. They'll spend half their own party checking that everyone else has a drink and a smile. When they finally get to their speech, it's emotional, inclusive, and heartfelt. "I'm just so grateful for all of you." They radiate joy, and when the party ends, everyone leaves feeling a little more loved. The ESFJ lives for birthdays, especially their own. They've been planning it since last year. The theme, the menu, the playlist, everything coordinated down to the napkins. They want everyone to feel welcome, fed, and photographed. If you forget their birthday, you'll know. But if you show up, you're family. They'll cry during toasts, hug everyone twice, and clean up after the party because they just can't relax when there's a mess. So, how do you celebrate? Are you the planner with a spreadsheet, the crier over the candles, or the one pretending it's just another day while secretly hoping someone remembers? Here's the truth. There's no right way to celebrate a birthday, just your way. Your MBTI type doesn't define what you do. It defines why you do it. Whether you crave connection, adventure, or peace, your birthday is just another way your personality shines through. If you felt seen or hilariously called out, hit like, tap subscribe, and turn on notifications. We post MBTI videos that blend humor, insight, and way too much truth every week. Now it's your turn. Drop your type in the comments and tell us, how do you celebrate your birthday? Big party? Quiet dinner? Netflix and existential dread? Whatever it is, may it feel exactly like you. I'll see you in the next one.